Canberra. In this session, I'm conscious about the time as well. I'd like to go through a quick overview about the University of Canberra and also Canberra as a study destination, just to give you some understanding of what we have to offer here in Australia's beautiful capital city. So I hope this session will be useful to everyone. So we shall begin. Now, some latest ranking information to begin with. Now, University of Canberra is currently ranked within the top 1% of the universities in the world university rankings, and ranked top 10 in Australia and top 20 young universities in the world. We have a very high graduation employment rate with 5-star rating for staff qualifications and teaching quality. We are a bit over 30 years old as a university, so we are still quite a young university, but offering dynamic range of degree courses in various academic fields, which are all career focused and career driven courses. We have a few more latest rankings to show you as well. We've been ranked as number 1 in the world for reducing inequalities in 2021 and 2022, and number 5 in the world for quality education, and top 20 universities for gender equality by the Times Higher Education Impact Rankings. Now, there are lots of reasons why students choose UC as their choice of institution. We do offer professional preparation for professional careers. At the university, we do make sure that everything students study, everything they learn as part of their degrees will lead into a professional career that their students choose to go into. Whether that be a business or commerce or IT degree, whatever the degree is, our students will be very well prepared to get into their chosen careers after they successfully complete their degrees. And this has always been our focus, and this will always be our focus, giving students professional preparation for their chosen careers. And this focus has been working really, really well, as our students are getting a great result out of this. And we've got a very high graduate employment rates, over 87% for undergraduate students and over 94% for postgraduate students. And our graduates are amongst the most employable in the country as well. Now, study destination Canberra, the capital city of Australia, as a city, I guess it's like a hidden gem. It is the best kept secret of the country. There are millions of reasons why students choose Canberra to come and study and live as a study destination. Rising employment is one reason. Our future job market is one of the rising opportunities here in Australia. Although the population is still relatively smaller compared to other major cities in Australia, it is growing every year because a lot of people choose to move to Canberra for jobs and for study purposes, not just from interstate, but from overseas as well. And that's making the city becoming more and more, cosmopolitan and vibrant. As the population here in Canberra grows, the service industries like cinemas, shopping centres, cafes and restaurants, and nightclubs are also growing very, very fast. And new cafes and restaurants are popping up, and that's creating a lot of part-time jobs for students as well. People in Canberra earn the highest in Australia. A lot of international students take up part-time jobs during their study, as that helps manage their everyday expenses. And a lot of the students find part-time jobs during their study under the student visa, which allows students to work 20 hours a week. And you can expect to get paid around $25 to $30 per hour. And that's one of the best rates that we've got in the country. Canberra is one of the fastest growing economies in Australia, and that's creating a lot of job opportunities for all the international students as well. Because Canberra is also considered as a regional city, there is an opportunity for every international student to gain up to 4 years of post-study work permit right now. So that's a great benefit for all international students planning to stay and gain some work experience in the Canberra region after finishing their studies. Canberra's consistently held the lowest unemployment rate in the country as well. So there are a lot of opportunities here in Canberra for all the international students. And this is sort of how much people in Canberra get paid. Canberra is the highest paid city in the country, and this makes the city the richest city in Australia. Very high employment rate and one of the highest in the country with highest average full-time income. And this makes the whole state ACT the richest state with the Canberra population most educated in the country. Canberra used to be seen, I guess, as a government-centered city in the past because of the large public servant and government official population. But in present times, around 40% of the workforce population working in the government sector and around 60% working in the private sector now. And that shows the fact that there are more people sort of working in the private sector, like the service industry, than the government sector in Canberra, which is a great thing because that means there are more, I guess, private businesses coming into town and creating a lot of jobs for our students. Our graduates have one of the highest employment rates, and they are getting the highest median salary as well. And this is because employers trust our graduates. Employers are well aware that our graduates can perform very well when they start working in the workforce because our graduates are our graduates are basically well prepared and well equipped with the skills that they need for the work they do. So the industry connections we've got and the trust that we have from our industry partners are making our graduates receive the highest median salary compared to other graduates from other universities in Australia. And that's a very special relationship that we've got here in Canberra that probably can't be seen in any other cities in Australia. So there are a lot of opportunities in Canberra for students coming from Africa in the long term. Now, life at the University of Canberra, it's very vibrant. It's very stimulating academically as well. We guarantee on-campus accommodation for every single student we've got. And on-campus accommodation starts from $156 per week, which is a very reasonable cost. And we've got more than 80 active academic and social clubs available. And we do hold a lot of barbecues and concerts and activities on campus as well. Everything is within walking distance to banks, gyms, shops, and health clinics. And we've got a pretty extensive student support available on campus as well. And our support service has been ranked #1 in Australia for graduates in full-time study. We've also got a multi-faith centre which caters for students' different religious needs. And we've got one of the most multicultural campuses in Australia as well, home to students coming from more than 100 different countries. So you get to meet a lot of international students coming from all over the world. We have a dedicated international student support services team. So there's a lot of help and assistance available to all students we have at UC. We do organize a lot of counseling sessions with our counselors if the students have any issues at all. So we are always sort of there to help all the students to make sure that their studies are successful. At UC, access to the facilities and student services is very easy, and our university environment makes students' campus life relaxing, enjoyable, and exciting, and academically, as I said, stimulating. Um, we got a careers team who assists our students find work opportunities or prepare our students for part-time or full-time employment. In terms of casual jobs, we have a special scheme where we give preference to our students whenever there are any job vacancies coming up so that our students are notified of vacant positions. So in other words, our students are always the first people to know that there is a job vacancy available and they can apply for it. Um, there's also a large number of internship opportunities. We do facilitate to connect our students with various industries by introducing the students to the industry partners we work with at careers fairs and other sort of job fairs that we organize every year. So our students will be very well connected with various industries at many different levels. UC is also very well connected with the embassies and Canberra's diplomatic community as well. We have very close links with the local diplomatic communities. Some of the diplomatic staff are also our students studying at the university. Just for your information, so these are some of our industry partners we work with located in Canberra. We have a very strong connection with those industry partners and providing a lot of work opportunities for all international students we have on campus. Um, Now, our courses. Now, I wouldn't go into too much detail about our sort of course list, as we can see the full course list on our website or through our course guide. But this is sort of just to show you how successful, I guess, how our students have been at each faculty. We do offer a wide range of degrees in many different academic fields or of study at UC. Faculty of Arts and Design, we have a lot of highest ratings, such as for median salary in communications, highest rating for full-time employment in humanities, culture, and creative arts, and highest rating for teaching quality in architecture and built environment. Very high employment rates and starting salaries, and a lot of work integrated learning embedded in all courses that we offer. These are some of the examples of the academic disciplines taught at the faculty. All include some form of practical work experience or internship programs. For example, a Master of Architecture program has entered into an agreement with the state government who will sponsor our students for the annual competitive one semester internship placement for credit. The Faculty of Business and Government and Law. So we got a 5-star for starting salary and graduate employment, and number 1 in Australia for postgraduate law. Very high employment rates and median income as well. As mentioned, our graduates are one of the most employable in the country as well. These are some of the examples of the academic disciplines taught at the faculty. All include some form of practical work experience or internships. The faculty currently works with more than 230 companies and organizations to deliver work integrated learning, a lot of practical experience for the international students, all relevant professional practice and internships. So all students will get very hands-on work experience as part of their degrees as well. Now, the Faculty of Education, very strong industry connections with school sectors in Canberra, offering our students placements to get internships done through our school partners. And as a result of this, the employment rates for our students doing education degrees have been extremely high, and the median income has been very, very high as well. We are a leading educational institution for the areas of early childhood education, primary and secondary education, and educational leadership. We have 25 affiliated schools in partnership with the state ACT Education Directorate, providing a lot of work integrated learning programs for our students. And these are some of the examples of the academic disciplines taught at the Faculty of Education, and all includes very hands-on practical work experience and internship programs as well. As an example, our teaching degrees in primary and secondary education involves 60 days of professional teaching experience with our partner schools that prepare our students for real-world work experience so that when students graduate, they are ready to kickstart their career in the industry. The Faculty of Health, now we do work with a lot of elite athletes, Olympians, and professional sporting teams. We have our own hospital on campus and have other medical facilities and clinics based on our campus as well. That can offer a lot of work opportunities to our students who are studying in the areas of things like physiotherapy, nursing, pharmacy, or nutrition studies. Given the strong industry connections we got the highest ratings for full-time employment in nursing, psychology, and rehabilitations, with above average median income as well. And these are some of the examples of the academic disciplines taught at the faculty. Again, all includes practical work experience or internship programs. For example, in the areas of Bachelor of Occupational Therapy, around 1,000 hours of practical placements are part of the 4-year degree. Working in our hospitals, health clinics, or community organizations, in Bachelor of Nursing programs, the course offers around 880 hours of clinical practice over the duration of the degree programs, working in pediatric hospital, aged care facilities, emergency departments, or intensive care units. So very hands-on and practical assignments, making sure that our students will be very well prepared to go into the workforce after they complete the degree successfully. The Faculty of Science and Tech, again, a lot of industry-based work opportunities available during study, and that's creating a lot of employment opportunities for our students. And as a result of the connections, the employment rates have been really, really high at the Faculty of Science and Tech. Again, we got a lot of highest ratings for things like educational experience, student support, and teaching quality and learning resources in the areas of engineering, science, and maths, and environmental studies. And as a result, the employment rates for our students have been extremely high, and the median income has been very, very high as well. These are some of the examples of the academic disciplines taught at the Faculty of Science and Tech. In the Bachelor of IT, we are in top 10 in Australia for full-time employment, and students can specialize in many different areas like cloud computing, cybersecurity, data science, robotics, and artificial intelligence. And depending on availability in the study plan, students can also take internships ranging from 120 hours to 480 hours as part of the Bachelor of IT program. And key industry partners we work with include places like Department of Defense, ACT Government, Microsoft, and PwC. So being in the sort of capital city of Australia, it is really the industry connections that we've got in both the government and the private sectors that are giving our students a great advantage when it comes to finding employment and career opportunities. And that's something that's really, really special about the University of Canberra, and being in Canberra, the capital city of Australia. And you probably wouldn't have this kind of opportunity in any other cities in Australia. So that's a very, very Canberra thing. It's a very special thing that a lot of students from Africa can take advantage of in the long term. Now, just a bit of information about the current scholarships that we offer. So these are the scholarships that we offer to international students at this point in time. Academic merit-based scholarships between 10 to 25% scholarships covering the whole duration of the course. Now, 10 to 20% scholarships available for all degrees that we offer at undergraduate and postgraduate levels, and the 25% scholarships apply to selected degrees for students from certain nationalities, including students coming from certain African countries as well. And if you choose to do, for example, degrees like Master of Data Science or Master of International Business or Marketing Management, they're all under the 25% scholarship category. And if students are academically eligible, then students could receive 25% tuition fee discount, which is around $7,000 to $8,000 deduction every year. So that's a big amount of scholarship that our students could receive every year. I can provide you with more details about the scholarship criteria after the session from our website as well, as we've got more information on our website. Now, the VC's Social Champion Scholarship is the biggest scholarship that the University of Canberra has ever offered. There will be 3 full scholarships for international students, excuse me, with coverage including tuition fees, accommodation, and a $10,000 per year allowance as well. And this will be a great incentive for students who have high academic backgrounds and are active in their community, but who may not otherwise be able to, to study internationally. And again, I can provide you with more detailed information about the other scholarships that we currently offer after the session, and I can send you some links to our web pages as well, and you can get some sort of more information sort of after the session. Now, just as a summary, so the University of Canberra, we have so many opportunities for students coming from Africa. So we got in-demand graduates, over 87% graduate employment rate and above average starting salaries. And we are currently sitting within top 1% of the universities in the world. And we are also seen as one of the fastest rising universities in the world. And we are sitting with Australia's top 10 universities currently, and we have a wide range of partial scholarships that are offered to all international students. And Canberra being a regional city, we have an extra year of post-study work rights for all the international students who successfully complete their university degrees. So I just leave my contact details here as well. So if you have any questions at all, please feel free to let me know by email is probably the best contact. And I also leave a link here. So that's a futures-students talk to us, chat to a current student. Now this link is also very useful because you can contact some of our current students and get their feedback on how their studies are going on UC campus and what Canberra is really like for international students. So I'll make sure to send a copy of my PowerPoint slides to everyone after the session, so that you can connect with our current students as well on campus and get their information about their experience about the University of Canberra and also Canberra as a study destination. Great. So I'll stop now And I'll hand it over to Lepan. I just stopped sharing my screen now.